Senator Parsons, my name is Emily Martin. I'm president of Ashinger Electric Company, a 75-year-old electrical contractor in Fenton, Missouri. And I'm here on behalf of both Ashinger Electric and the St. Louis Chapter National Electrical Contractors Association, representing 209 contractors and more than 4,000 electrical and communication workers. And you and I actually met in 2013 when you toured our training center, and Senator Wallingford, you've also toured the training center, which is a fully private funded 4-year apprenticeship program that provides some of the best training in the United States for both electrical and communication workers, and also provides continuing education for journeymen on new codes and new technologies. I'm here in opposition of right to work. It's an unnecessary and unwanted governmental intrusion on my ability as an employer to make decisions about how I want to run my business. We choose to negotiate a union security clause. No employer in Missouri or anywhere else is forced to negotiate a union security clause, but we choose to do so for our mutual benefit. We choose to be a union contractor for a number of reasons. One of them is the collective training, which you've seen the benefit of. We're able to provide a training. You know, me as a smaller contractor, I'm able to take advantage of the benefit of having a training center that's funded by a bunch of contractors, so I can get the best trained workforce. We have a pool of qualified labor that allows us to meet the variable workflows that are just the reality of the construction industry. Talk about, you know, Missouri, what are the seasons you have? Winter and construction. So it allows us to meet those variable workforces. We can provide superior benefits to our employees in the way of health care and pensions. And we also can provide a workforce that has superior training and safety. We have a 100% drug tested workforce. I think there are some misnomers about the impact that being right to work would have on the state of Missouri and its ability to compete. I mean, frankly, we're not near an ocean. We've got a lot of things that may make some other places more attractive. But the Bureau of Labor Statistics, February 2015, came out with their union membership in Missouri report. 2014, 8.4% of Missouri workers were union members. That's the lowest recorded in the history of their data. It's been below the national average. Union membership in Missouri has been below the national average since 2004. Nationwide, in 2014, union membership was 11.1%. The public sector unionization is typically a 5-to-1 ratio versus private sector unionization. So if we extrapolate that out, that's probably 2.5% of the private workforce is unionized. I find it really difficult to believe that that 2.5% of unionized workforce is what's holding this state back. Incentives drive where businesses decide to locate. Pure and simple. Boeing, incentives. GM in Wentzville, incentives. Ford, Clayco, no, incentives. That's what drives business location. That's the main thing that we're competing with in other areas. The system that we have here in Missouri is not broke, and I don't understand why we're putting so much energy into fixing a problem that doesn't actually exist. I'd like this body to allow business owners such as myself to make their own decisions on how to engage with their employees. We talk a lot about the rights of the employees. What about the rights of the employers? I would like to have the opportunity to decide what type of relationship I'd like to have with my employees, and I choose to have a relationship with a union. Allow business owners to run their businesses the way they do best. Lastly, this bill, in addition to some other things, creates a Class C felony if you require union membership. You know, I don't really want to be, our Class C misdemeanor, I'm sorry, not a felony, but, you know, I don't really want to be a criminal. I'm just trying to run a business. Thank you.
Any questions of this witness? Emily, I have one for you.
Sure.
I just sitting here thinking about what percent of your sales and work that you do that you're required to send union workers to a job site? You have workers going to job sites, or are you basically all distributing?
No, we're an electrical contractor. We do all construction.
Okay. Would you know about what percent that you're required to have union workers on the site, whether it's prevailing wage or whatever?
Well, prevailing wage is not a requirement that they be union members. I'll tell you that there are very few projects that we're engaged in where the requirement is that you be a union contractor. Typically, the requirement is that you provide a competitive price and the ability to get the work done.
Yes, okay, that's what I meant, union membership. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any further questions, this witness? Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up,